morning, YouTube. This is Ecu MasterTech. Welcome to the channel. Looks like spring's heating up today. We got two tractors that I got to go work on this morning. One of them is an Ecu 95R, a newer tractor. I think it's got an ECU problem. I did a remote service advisor connection to it so I could pull the codes from the machine. And I had a bunch of injector circuit faults for 1, 2, and 3. So there's either something wrong with the high side driver and the ECU, or the wiring in between the ECU and the injectors. So we're gonna go check that out this morning. I got a new ECU with me. The second tractor is a brand new 9620RX. It's got a steering code, having to do with the handshaking duty cycle between the two steering controllers, which share a LIN bus. So we're going to get more into that later, but let's get in the service truck and get on the road. All right, we're in the FAV, the farm assault vehicle. It's a 19 Ford F-350. Finally got my truck all loaded up from all the tools I had in the shop, so we're going to head out to look at this Ecu 95R, see if we can't figure out what's going on with it. All right, looks like we tracked the Ecu 95R down just southwest of Broadlands. Customer sent me a pin so I can get a GPS location, navigate right to this tractor. The tractor has an active JD Link activation. I could have navigated to the tractor from the JD Link app itself, but looks like we got a seed tender here on the road. Looks like the customer's out there with the tractor in the field.
Your destination is on the left.
It's actually on the right. All right, let's see what's going on with this thing. It's windy out here on the prairie. It's on the wind farm, Fields of Injustice. Hey John, how's it going?
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah, no.
Hope you don't mind being on YouTube.
On YouTube, huh?
Yeah. I'm doing videos for Sloan's now, so
gotcha.
I've got a channel called ZK MasterTech, and we're filming various things, but it's all right to film. I'll film a little bit today.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
I went ahead and pulled the injection harness from the head, and the terminal lock fell out whenever I pulled the connector out, so it was a little dirty in there, so I sprayed the terminals with contact cleaner, and we'll plug that back in and see what happens. All right, so we cleaned the connector out and cleared the codes, and I ran a harness test on the engine, and we got 3 codes coming back: fuel injector 1, 2, and 3 circuit fault. So we're gonna check the wiring out. If wiring checks out, we're probably gonna replace the ECU. Okay, so we got the hood in the service position. We got the A55L1 connector off the ECU. I found which wire supplies the high voltage to the injectors 1, 2, and 3. So I'm checking ohms between terminal 4 there and terminal 8 on the injection harness, using special John Deere terminal probes so we don't damage the terminals. And I've got 0.3 ohms. If I wiggle it, it doesn't really change. So that's good. All right, so we put the connector back on the ECU. I ran another test. I forced software to it. We're still getting the codes active for the injector 1, 2, and 3. Circuit has high resistance, or low resistance, I think it was. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and swap this ECU out because it's the next easiest thing to do out here in the field. We've already confirmed that the wiring on the outside of the engine was good. So the only thing in question is the ECU itself or the injection harness inside of the engine. So let's go ahead and get this ECU replaced. All right, there it is. Got the ECU replaced. It's got 3 connectors and 4 bolts holding it in. There's a couple brackets and line clamps I had to take off, and there's also 2 fuel lines running into the ECU. Yes, this ECU is cooled by fuel. So a lot of processing power there, creates a lot of heat, so we got to get rid of it somehow. So Deere uses fuel to cool the ECU. All right, now we're reprogramming the ECU. A lot of monitors in this cab. Got my laptop, got a GS3, the command center screen, we got a Precision Planning 2020 monitor, and I've got an iPad over here. A lot going on in this cab. Alright, so we got the ECU programmed and we had to turn the key off and let it sit for 120 seconds. We're going to go ahead and kick this key on. We'll clear the codes out. Go here to menu, system, diagnostic center, trouble codes. A whole bunch of codes, probably just because we just programmed the ECU and it makes a lot of the other controllers on the CAN bus mad. So no stored codes. Let's fire this engine up. She's alive. Go ahead and refresh that. There is no stored codes. Alright, I'm going to shut this off and I'm going to go ahead and run another harness test. Alright, we got the beast running. You ready to plan, John?
Yeah, let's give this a whirl. Let's give it a whirl.
I like that magnetic phone mount. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a whiz gear. I got a few of them there handy.
Now you can watch ZK MasterTech while you're planting.
I can do that. I could just
Put it on your iPad.
turn off field view and do it on the iPad.
Sweet.
So before I get started, being that we had the vacs shut down, I need to prime my meters.
Okay.
We're running this. Sorry, John Deere guys, but this planter is fully equipped with precision planning equipment, electric meters, speed tubes, V-drive, V-sub. SF3 auto guidance, which I just called and resubscribed yesterday for a mere $850, which gets me 6 months. For 200 more, I could have a full year.
Oh, perfect. So we are auto tracking through the field with this tractor. Guidance is steering the tractor, keeping it on a straight line. Over here. Singulation's pretty good, 99.7.
So I'm bumping up my speed. We're gonna put this tractor and planter to the test.
All right, see what she can do.
Running speed tubes.
Almost 10 mile an hour. Still doing good.
So I think we maxed out on our power. Almost.
We're almost to the top range of the power band.
But we're running 10 mile per hour and we've got 90, close to 100% singulation.
That's pretty awesome. You can cover some ground.
We're content. We've got 100% ground contact with our downforce. We're running delta force, which is a hydraulically driven downforce, lifts and pushes based on your ground contact. Right here we're running a variable rate prescription. You can see the different spots. It's changed the seeding rate on the go.
So it's showing us planting this field. And the yellow means what?
The yellow's planting about 36,500 seeds per acre.
So you have a subscription for this field.
Yeah.
So it knows to change the population in certain areas of the field, right?
Yeah, based on a soil score which has got to do with soil type, fertility, our multiple years of yield data. Everything's compiled into a program, made a soil score. Everything is georeferenced into small little fields, and then you get a variable rate map. It's not really all that variable, but.
So what do they do? Like 2 acre,
2.5 acre
squares,
Mm-hmm.
and then just write a subscription for that square, and then
Yeah.
and then it goes into your monitor, and then it communicates with the planter and knows.
Yeah, a crop consultant puts it on a memory stick, and then I zip it into my Gen 3 2020 up here and download these scripts. I like this right here, just hitting your auto.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what would we have done without auto steer?
Auto steer is the best thing ever.
It really is. When it first came out, so many farmers, and even myself, was like, I can drive it. But with it, we can be watching our planter, our monitors, eating our lunch, watching Zeth, the mechanic,
ZK MasterTech on
MasterTech YouTube videos.
You're going to be watching that today. It's like an hour and 10 minutes of content so far on there. It's going to be a nice little watch for you.
I will. Kind of neat feature. I put a new, it's got these row cleaners, but I can, with my Gen 3 2020, I can raise them and lower them just like that. How much pressure I want to put down. Yeah. I don't want to see how they're up right now. Now they're going back down. You can pitch out some of the clocks.
So he's talking about these row cleaners, which are right there, those little silver things.
They're floating row cleaners. But right now it's lifting. It's minus 65, so it's lifting. If I put them at 0, they'd really, or I could push down if I wanted.
Yeah. Seems like our engine's running good.
It is. It's running.
We're planting at 9 miles an hour, 1,800 RPMs, and you're not touching a button.
No. I'm just talking to the guy with the camera.
And we're just driving straight as an arrow.
Comfortable tractor. We can, a lot of times I just leave this screen right here on. So I got all my radio stations. Or, of course we got the old Bluetooth if I want to sync my phone up. And just
You can stream audio through your phone.
Yeah.
That's what I would need, because all I do is stream YouTube music.
Yeah, I should. But I don't. I just, right now, listening to
I listen to so much music. $10 a month to me is worth it to be able to listen to whatever I want to with no commercials. Plus, you get YouTube Premium with it, so you won't have to watch any commercials when you're watching my channel.
I'm gonna start watching that. I will. So they just basically go to just YouTube.
Yep.
Should I get the premium?
That's the one you have to pay for.
Next problem. I've spent more money on less.
Yeah, I pay for it. It's worth it for me.
Yeah. You want to go another round, or?
I think we're all right. If you think it's fixed, I can go ahead and go to my next hot one on the list. Tractor is fixed. I conquered, and this shows the real importance of JD Link and Service Advisor Remote. I was able to connect to this tractor from the shop, read what codes was in it, read the diagnostics, and kind of make a guess of what part that I would possibly need to bring with me in the field. I mean, this location is probably 45 minutes from the shop, so yesterday I was able to look at his information soon enough to order an ECU to get it ordered for the next morning. I got the ECU first thing this morning, drove to the field, confirmed it was a bad ECU, and it fixed the tractor, and now the guy's running. So JD Link saved him, downtime, saved him on the repair cost. It didn't take as much labor to figure it out and get it done. So you can really see how JD Link really benefited this customer today. Now we have to head to Coles County and work on a brand new 9RX. Let's get it done.